Before this video starts, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.
Do you know you are my very best friends? Any minute now.
That's the fastest sunrise I ever seen.
What the heck is going on?
So Applejack seriously didn't see that one apple tree in front of her was wilted and had rotting apples on it.
They're back!
So Applejack says they're back, so that indicates that this is the first time the vampire fruit bats infested the apple orchard. You'd think they would have came up with some way to keep them out of the orchard.
My little pony.
Skip.
My little...
Attention!
Wait, who's ringing the bell? Because Apple Bloom, Big Mac, and Granny Smith are all at Appaloosa, and Applejack is standing right here. There has to be one loud bell for every pony to hear because they're all spread out in Ponyville. Twilight and Spike are at the library, Rarity is at her boutique, Pinkie Pie is at Trick or Cube Corner, Fluttershy is at her cottage, and Rainbow Dash is wherever.
This is the Sweet Apple Acres Code Red!
And instead of calling pest control, she instead calls her friends. Now, I do not do a lot of animation error spots in these videos because they are hard to find, but this one I just happened to catch while editing.
I'll be darned if they think they're gonna sink their fangs into my blue ribbon apple.
This apple and apple tree are breaking the laws of gravity. And I'm amazed that Applejack was able to grow this apple at this size without it getting deformed.
You know how much TLC goes into getting an apple to grow like this?
No, but I highly doubt it was TLC, more like GMOs. Exposition songs became pretty common in almost every episode since season 2. Some were hits and some were missed, but this one's also one of my favorites. I also sang it too in this video in the top right corner. So once and removed.
They help your trees. They'll grow stronger, faster.
The animal caretaker pony doesn't know how plants and apple trees work. And it also takes an apple tree 6 years to grow, so leave the farming to the apple family.
What if instead of rounding them up, we let them have part of the orchard?
Realistic horse noise.
The vampire bats don't eat the seeds of the apples, and when they spit them out, they grow into even more productive apple trees.
But it takes 6 years for them to even grow fruit on them. Season 4 and Twilight still has that beehive.
Fluttershy, I need you to do your stare on the bats.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
What's the problem? You've used the stare plenty of times before.
Yes, but it's not something I take lightly.
Wasn't the stare something that Fluttershy couldn't control because it just happens?
Me too!
Think of the cider. Won't some pony please think of the cider?
Huh, who knew Rainbow Dash was this obsessed with cider? It must be alcoholic. You need to get sober, Rainbow. I counted at least 30 bats when they were luring and capturing them, but here they have only 27, so 3 of them must have escaped. And you're also telling me that 30 bats were able to cause this much damage to the orchard that should have taken days for them to eat that much apples? What was the apple family doing to not notice that vampire fruit bats were invading the apple orchard? I'm pretty sure apples are their main diet. So what are they gonna eat now since you took their appetite of apples away from them?
My crop is saved! Yeah!
That may be so, but you still lost a whole lot of revenue of apple sales.
I want to thank you for your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Don't mention it, Applejack. It was my pleasure.
Shut up, Spike. Wow, that was even more faster sunrise than yesterday.
Does every pony have their pony signal?
It just so happens to be cloudy, and if it wasn't, these pony signals would be useless.
I think this was actually our fault.
Our fault? And how'd you figure that?
Yeah, but you're the one who cast the spell. So what's this wee stuff?
The spell was supposed to go right onto the bats like this. But somehow the spell must have backfired. It took the vampire fruit bat's desire to be vampire fruit bats and transferred that desire into Fluttershy.
That's a pretty weak explanation for Fluttershy to somehow become a vampire fruit bat. Is that supposed to be a knife? It looks more like a giant butter knife to me.
So much for having the winning apple in the Appaloosa State Fair, huh?
Why didn't they just gather up a basket of apples instead of having to use the giant apple? Either way, it would have worked the same. So what happens when the vampire fruit bat sanctuary runs out of apples? You know how they eat apples like it's going out of season? Who's to say this won't stop them from searching for more apples outside of the sanctuary?
And don't forget, now you'll get seeds that will grow into even bigger and better apple trees.
F these glasses, f this video, and f this YouTube channel. That's not how apple seeds work, Fluttershy. Haha, they teased Fluttershy would one day turn back into the vampire fruit bat. But that never happened. No, that doesn't count in that dream episode with Princess Luna and for the episode Scaremaster because that was just a costume.
Have you ever talked to a corpse? It's boring.